Welcome everyone to a casted game for Zerospace, and today spawning in the northwest corner of the map playing in green, we've got Terrormen playing as the Legion faction, and his opponent in the southeast playing in light green. We've got Bloody Orange playing as the Grell. Welcome everyone to Starsand. That's the map for today, and we do see the Inquisitress already in the middle of the map and seemingly has used her cleave ability to neutralize this particular control point. It looks like Bloody Orange and the Grell looking to go on the west side and this control tower to capture and get that valuable XP. Now Inquisitress maybe moving up northeast to look for the other control tower. We shall see. Is actually just healing up for now with the idle conduit. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the content so far on the channel. Plenty more Zerospace content coming along the way. And I'm super excited for this game. This game is currently in alpha development, but I mean, it's looking really solid for an alpha game. That is for sure. Super excited to see where Zerospace takes us. And yeah, it's going to be lots of fun, I suspect, especially with the campaign being built. I can't wait for that. I don't really know too much about it, other than the fact that it's going to have a great storyline, it seems, and decisions to be made. But of course, today we're focusing on the 1v1 game mode. We do see these three control towers. Very important to get these mid-map objectives, as we can see the Inquisitress making sure to do just that. Two towers in for the Grell. We'll be looking to get those talents in as soon as possible. Both players do have a harvester each, going out to the pre-spawned, I should say, flux deposits. You do have an extra flux deposit coming in very soon, as we can see. They come in the sort of middle of the map, and it's very high-rich, high-yielding flux. Suspect both players will be looking to get that flux because, of course, it's a much faster gather rate. And here it is. Inquisitor's going to supervise and just make sure that Harvester stays alive for now. A relatively passive opening for both players. Opening up with an expansion and then a double barracks for the Legion. Expansion and double incubator for the Grell. Looking to capture that middle tower, and well, looks like this is going to be the first real engagement. Does use the Deadly Vine's ability. Charge comes out for the Inquisitress and the Cleave. Those two stingers, one has been infused. Looking to try and focus on the Inquisitress. Inquisitress uses the Cleave once more. Takes out the stings with the Thrall, but more stingers pop through, and that infused stinger got so much value. Inquisitress does charge out of there. Going to try and snipe one of the stingers. Thinks better of it. Doesn't want to lose the Inquisitress there. Understandably so. Looks like the Grell here are going to capture that central tower. Talents have been coming in now. The first talent in for the Grell, giving us 100% cultivator vision and biomass generation range. And the Thralls rather, will be getting extra HP on their nearby heroes when they die. And they'll also be able to increase attack speed of heroes and vehicles by 15% for 10 seconds. And there's an infusion of two stingers just about to happen. It comes out with dread snipers, actually. They do deploy now. And so they're going to be looking to snipe out that Inquisitress if they can. Does use the cleave ability in the end, but there we go. The Inquisitress does get sniped out by the snipers. Great usage of the mercenaries from the Grell, and they're going to be poking and prodding, looking to snipe those Thralls, and those Thralls have to back away. There's just too many of those stingers. And those two Harvesters are going to be pretty exposed now, I've got to say. Uses the Deadly Vines and the Thralls on the hill. They're going to be having to back away. They do die. Drops down a Guardian Obelisk just as well because he needs to protect that area. But the two Harvesters now very much at risk. He is going to recall those two Harvesters to keep them alive, at least temporarily. And for now, going to need to try and defend this ramp if they can. Deadly Vines gets deployed, but the Thralls don't take the bait in the end. That was a great engagement for the Grell. Now the Dread Sniper, they are a long-range infantry with stealth and deals bonus damage versus light units. They also attack both ground and air. The Grell are going to be opening up that pathway just to make sure reinforcements come in a little bit quicker. We do see another batch of those Dread Snipers heading across the field. That's going to be a problem there, I think, for the Legion to take care of. Going to have to sort that out and somehow get close. The two towers still in favour of the Grell, so their levelling up will be a little bit quicker than the Legion at the moment. But that is going to be neutralised for now. Three Dread Snipers in the mix. Looking to take the fight here. Oh no, that's not a good engagement at all. The Thralls going up the ramp, but they get absolutely decimated by the Deadly Vines ability. And in fact, there are 4 snipers. One of them has been infused. The Stingers are looking menacing. Does lose one to the Guardian Tower, though. Inquisitress is back online, looking to defend for the Legion. Take a look. We have a third base expansion. For both players, in fact. The Legion going for it, as well as the Grell. The Grell just keeping an eye on this flux deposit. A rich flux deposit is taking the flux in the southwest. denying it from the Legion. Ooh, snipers do deploy. Stingers charging in and uses the cleave ability there. Inquisitress trying to get on top of the grell hero, but gets surrounded and gets sniped once again. Inquisitress goes down, but here comes Galavax. Going to be losing the fireball ability. Does take out a couple of those stingers. Nicely done there. And now the grell backing away for now. Second hero coming out for the Legion. Having to rely on the pre-deposited flux for now. Does have 4 barracks already producing. In fact, only 2 of them are producing. I don't know if these ones are not hotkeyed to their production there, I'm afraid. Maybe she doesn't have the resources. Starting to group up with quite a few thralls, heading forward with Galavax, looking to neutralize that central tower. You see, the grass really starting to expand there for the grell. Takes the engagement, Deadly Vines comes out, so does the fireball, going to sweep out a lot of those stingers in the end. Thralls might be looking to overrun here a little bit, but does lose the Galavax in the end. The snipers doing such a great job of picking away those heroes, and well, now the Legion are on the back foot. Does drop a Guardian Tower, but that gets taken down very quickly. And take a look at the Dread snipers. Holy moly, they are looking very strong indeed. Especially with the fact they've got stealth. The question is, where does the Legion go from here? It's had some kind of bad trades, I've got to say. Does make a Terror tank. That could be dangerous for the grell. Pretty neck and neck in terms of income of resources, apart from the flux, of course. The Hexite pretty similar. The grell, with the map control, really has been able to take advantage of the high yield flux on the map. Grell are starting to cover the lands with grass, that's for sure. Terror tank moving out with the thralls. Inquisitor just leading the way, waiting for Galavax to come back, I think. Gonna attack the harvester, taking out the cultivators first. The terror tank on that ramp, but the grell looking to counter-attack on the east side, moving further forward with a couple of those stealthified stingers. This could be a problem. Goes up on top of the ramp. There are 2 Guardian Obelisks though, which will help a little bit. They get taken down pretty quickly. I wonder whether the Legion are going to head back. Does take out the harvester there, and there's another one about to be going down, but could be taken apart by the units coming forward. Does have a Dread Flamer there, adding to the mix, and some Dread Hovers as well, so you can definitely see a heavy focus on mercenaries there for the grell. Hovercraft is a medium one, which can lay mines, by the way, which explode upon contact with enemies. Taking the engagement on the bottom of the ramp, just use the great Deadly Vines ability. Inquisitress charges through, looking to snipe out a couple of the Weavers, but there we go. Inquisitress dies, Fireball gets deployed, does start to attack those snipers, so does take one down. The Terror tank is what remains with the thralls in front. The heroes are all down, apart from the grell one. And the grell hero backing away. It looks like the Dread Flamer has been infused, kind of body blocked there by its own buildings. The cultivator getting in the way. There's 2 Guardian Obelisks holding firm. Both players on 3 bases, and Terramin kind of struggling on the supply there compared to his opponent. That Terror tank kind of exposed, needs to back away to the Guardian Obelisks, and well, he's going to be able to get away with this, I think. Although he might be blocking his own teammates, allies, the thralls. They do find a way through the 2 Guardian Obelisks. He's taking the engagement, but I'm not sure he's got enough there. Does use the Deadly Vines to slow down those thralls for chasing. You have to back away and regroup, I think. Looking to get the control tower in the middle now. Talents have been coming in. Bloody Orange going for the advanced sensors. Gives 40% unit vision, which is really nice. Those thralls got a bit eager, got a bit zealous. Spiderlings will also be spawning on the death of units. The third talent coming in for Terramin. Performance enhancers, 20% movement speed and 10% weapon damage for infantry. And the second one was reused equipment. So the thralls, they do refund 25% of their cost on death. But take a look at that massive Reaver, I should say. The Reaver has been infused. Now the Infusion is one of the top bar abilities for the grell. Doubles the size, doubles the power, doubles the population capacity needed for the units, but boy do they pack a punch. And we can see, I think this Dread Flamer must be infused. It's looking pretty big, I gotta say. The Dread Flamer is a heavy tank, by the way, with a short-ranged area damage. It deals bonus damage versus light units. So if they get close to the thralls, those thralls will be in trouble. Thrall numbers starting to build up, going on top of the ramp. The Stingers do try and get us around on the thralls. Uses the Deadly Vines. The Reaver charging in, trying to get up and close and personal to that tank. The tank does back away, loses the obelisk in the end, tries to back away to that ramp, camps out on top of it. Inquisitress is getting involved, does charge in, uses the cleave ability, but that Reaver taking so much damage, taking so much art, it's just completely absorbing almost everything. Inquisitress does go down, the Reaver gets a charge on top of those thralls, and this is not looking too great for the Legion, but here come the crabs to the rescue, a lot of them, and they are super tanky, but they're kind of stuck on top of that ramp. Does lose the terror tank in the end, and the girl might be feeling good about themselves and backing away now. Uses the phasing obelisk this time, which will be increasing the damage taken by the grell units by 20% and reducing the movement by 30%, but the Reaver coming on top, those crabs were not enough. It feels like almost like the grell starting to stamp their authority in the middle of the game, but take a look at this. 3 Guardian obelisks looking to hold the fort. Another terror tank has come out for the Legion. A lot of those thralls are being absolutely hammered by the grell's abilities. Snipers on the back line for the grell, sniping out the thralls, does lose the Reaver in the end, and the obelisks holding firm. The terror tank managing to hold that position. Great game of Zerospace so far. Now the grell have expanded with a 4th root colony. Wonder whether the Legion will do the same, or whether they will look to just keep on pushing on ahead. The 4th ability, or talent rather, comes out there for the Legion. Going to be getting power to destroy, which gains top bar power by killing enemy structures and harvesters. Well, a bit of quiet and peace for now at least, but that's probably only going to be temporary because this is a lot of these stingers popping out.
We're on it, sir.
The Dread Sniper do have crippling shot, which deals 30 damage and stuns the target for 3 seconds after 1 second. Which is that's a pretty solid upgrade, I've got to say. The Stingers now do have a couple of upgrades too. They have the advanced sensors, as we say, as one of the talents. We've got some Raptor as well, which gives that stealth on the grass. Also 50% attack speed. Cliff jumping, Grellings can jump down normal cliffs, plus an extra 20% movement speed. So these guys are going to be moving very, very fast on the field. So the Grell just saving up for one big fight. 2 Reavers and a large number of Stingers. Quite a few Snipers as well. Having to rely on the pre-deployed Flux there. Not venturing out too much to the deposited rich Flux just for now. That Flux looking ready and waiting to be taken, but no one obliging. Bloody Orange really starting to pump out those unit numbers. Both players floating quite a bit of Flux though, so should look to try and get some production buildings so they can start to pump out a lot more units. That's a lot of thralls, 2 terror tanks. This could be devastating from the Legion. We're probably expecting a big battle right in the middle. Who's going to try and attempt going up the ramp? Oh, a couple of those Stingers got a little bit overzealous. They do jump down. It does have a Thresher there in the back line, the Grell. Oh, going up the hill. Well, he takes the engagement. Lots of abilities coming out. The Reaver charging through. The Grell hero using the deadly vines. And look at that, Gallavax in the back line. Will he use the fireball? Doesn't seem to do so just yet. And he does now, but, well, a lot of those Stingers do go down pretty quickly. Here comes the Tree of Life for the Grell, so units will be respawning that die. 1 terror tank goes down. The second one on its last limbs, the Thresher, getting a couple of shots off, and he does take out that terror tank in the end. Backing away for now, the Thralls, they are on the retreat. Those Stingers really pushing further forward, and the Grell hero chomping down with their deadly vines. There comes the fireball ability from Gavalax. And wow, those snipers, the Dread Snipers, did great work for the Grell. Does now tech into Behemoth, and that is going to be looking scary for sure. 625 HP. The Legion quietly pushing further forward. Does have 2 towers, so possibly looking to get that 5th talent if he can. Quite a few Guardian towers just protecting. Here comes another terror tank on the way. But with 4 bases, that's going to be leaving Grell in a good spot in terms of economy. Does head to forward, but I think that Thresher's a little bit too far forward than what it should be. Hasn't deployed just yet. It will deploy now, and we'll keep that grass on the field. Take a look at this. The Behemoth goes down. The Reaver charges through. Fireball comes out from Gallavax. Damages a lot of those Weavers on the back line, but there's still a good number of grell units. The Thrall struggling. They deal with the Reaver in the end, and wow, with that number of obelisks, I've got to say, that's going to be a hard position for the grell to push. Oh, it's looking to try and take out the flux down the east side. That harvester will be taken. Oh, but the mines were laid, and a lot of them did die there. Great usage of the mines, but trying to fight up the hill, and take a look at that. Snipes out the Inquisitress. And now preparing for another attack. Uses a phasing obelisk as well, so if it does engage in a fight here, the grell will be taking an extra 20% damage. That's a lot of Guardian obelisks, I've got to say. Fourth base expansion does come up for the Legion now, scaling the economy. A great game of Zerospace so far, I've got to say. Started to get some more barracks and looking to maybe spend a bit more of that Hexite. Doing pretty well at doing that. Takes engagement there with a couple of Thralls, just poking and prodding really, more than anything. He's looking to contest that central tower. He's going to fight underneath all the obelisks. The tower tank doesn't engage just yet, but the Thralls do, and trying to go around the east side. I think he's going to go for this. I think he's going to try and take out the obelisk. I'm not sure he's got enough here, the grell, though. Weavers start to fire off. Does use the Deadly Vines abilities on the Thrall, but the Thrall's coming in from the north, looking to snipe out the Reaver and the Weavers, both alike. Well, this is not a great engagement there, I don't think, for the grell. The Reaver does charge in through, but misses the terror tank. And that Reaver might go down on the retreat. Will it go down? Just about survives. A great engagement there, after all, for the Legion, all things considered. But now it's expanding to a fifth base there, the grell. Really looking to get that Hexite in. He's continuing the Reaver production from the large incubators. And I wonder whether there are any more terror tanks on the field on the way soon. Here comes Gallavax and the... Oh, wait. The Thralls are engaging. They went a little bit early. Deadly Vines take them out. Did lose an Armored Thrall as well. I would actually quite like to see a couple more Armored Thralls. They are coming through. They do tank a lot. And it looks like he's thinking the same. All coming in from both directions. Two Reavers, two Infused Reavers. The Stingers are diving in. Now, don't forget, the Stingers do die. They will spawn those little spidings. The Fireball ability gets used by Gallavax. It takes a huge chunk of the army, but he does die in doing so. The Inquisitress still alive, but here comes the Tree of Life. And he's going to look to try and take down the Guardian Obelisk. The Terror Tank going to get surrounded. Two Reavers still remain, although one does just go down now. And the Terror Tank explodes right in front of that Tree of Life. The irony. The Reaver charging through, looking to pick off those Thralls on the back line. He does just that. Inquisitor's going to try and take care of the Reaver, but that Reaver is tanking so much, even despite the obelisks. The Reaver does go down now. That leaves a lot of the Weavers and the Reavers in the back line for the grell, fighting underneath the Tree of Life. The Inquisitor just goes down, and look at this. Terramin and the Legion, they're down and out. They tap out. They just dropped in population supply a little bit too much there, and the grell took a great fight there underneath the Tree of Life. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast of the game. Take care, and see you next time.